Hello, I'm Jerford K. Horcrims. And these are all the same people who were here before. And you will note I deployed the line with expertise. There's no pause. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I try to remember Ryan's thing and I forget everything I've ever known. But in this one instance, I deliver with precision. I strike unerringly. Gathered friends, revered Shadow Council, may our labors please you. What a pleasure it has been to provide a couple hours respite from the doom years. Now, that being said, Dinar, host of the Glittering Dragon King Vars Malus, what's the haps at the hut?
I gotta go first. We're just jumping into it?
No, actually, you know what? No.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Read chat real quick.
No, I'm going to pause. Yeah, you know what? You wait. You just hold over there.
Yeah. You were so busy patting yourself on how much you remembered and right back into it.
You know what? You don't
that lasted for all of 10 seconds.
I'm going to go twice. Yes, now it should be said, long have we had Idle Champs as a sponsor of the show. And so, of course, it pleases me to read the following. It's Agarian's Day in Idle Champions to unlock Jim, Dark Magic, and Omen during their event live now. Get active in chat. We're giving away the big Jim Dark Magic bundle featuring an unlock for Jim 42 Jim Dark Magic gold chests.
Active.
Get active. Featuring.
You'll see me there.
This is incredible, and an exclusive golden epic. So obviously that's exquisite. That's something that we can all be inspired by. So that being said, we can continue and move. Although my understanding is that Jim is required, and this is something that Mike is very proud about. That Jim, my understanding, talking to the community, is that Jim is basically required for high level content. So you should go and get it. You should definitely go and get it now, Dinar. Now, you may tell us what apps are at the hut.
Are we? I'm looking at the itinerary.
No, it's good. I thought we were there.
We gave the dice set away. We did the dice set giveaway.
No, that's later.
No, it's number 2, Jerry.
It's number 2, Jerry.
He's got a different one than us. We're not privy to what he's got. I think is what's happening.
No, this is the top callouts. I did
it. Back in.
All right. All right. Let me see if I can stretch.
We'll leave it.
Number 2's level. Alyssa just said it.
She's drunk. Listen,
it's been a long time.
What?
Listen, we're all drunk. Let's just follow the itinerary.
Someone is drunk. What? Not me. It's not me.
I'm getting there.
I'm
trying my best.
Well, hang on a second. I mean, obviously, it goes without saying that I would like to thank Level Up Dice, Idle Champions, and Elderwood Academy. But on my list, that's number 5.
Nothing is real.
No.
It's a simulation.
The giveaway.
The giveaway, Jerry.
You know what? 2020 strikes again, and it couldn't have come at a worse time.
We considered a structure wherein, much like with the Tales from the Loop, we have like an announcer that just tells us what the fuck to do for next time because we can't handle ourselves.
It's not a terrible idea, but I did just read.
Save us.
Just read them in order. Anyway, yes, that's true. But there's a giveaway. Obviously, get active in chat. We're giving away the big Jim Dark Magic bundle. That's what was happening. And then the next item I have is top donor callouts.
Jerry needs to open the Google Doc.
Google Doc.
What? Why are there
printed
two
it out?
sets of books?
They've got docs now. Oh my god! You printed it? Did you fax that to yourself?
But hang on a second. Is the implication that I'm old? Is that what you're trying to say?
If you
From your
have
lips to something.
That's very hurtful.
To
is what it
old's ear.
To Methuselah's ears.
Listen, folks, thanks for tuning in, and then never again.
Okay,
welcome to Table Talk.
I see. You know what, though? Honestly, I printed it out so that I would have it with me during the thing, but another item has been added
Correct.
since this was printed out.
Yes.
All right, now.
I see.
We figured that out a long time ago.
Time moves forward.
Okay, listen. Let's go back. Let's go back to a time where it was still possible for me to have done this correctly. Let's just savor it.
Alyssa says, "Way to go on printing. Good initiative."
Well, yeah, listen, I thought that I would be impressing Alyssa with my fortitude in this manner.
Who wouldn't be impressed by using a printer in 2021?
I don't need this from you, department. Now, yes, there is a level up dice giveaway. The mystery set announced previously within the bones of the show. Be fascinated, be interested, be interesting. Come get some of this level up dice goodie. Now, top donor callouts as usual. Ryan, please continue.
Yeah. How are things doing at the hut? Glad you
basically.
asked.
Yeah, I
I'm
wanna
so
know.
excited to answer. At the Yum Yum Church, as it were, back in business,
Ooh.
loving it. And when you're here, you're family. When you're out, you're dead to me. We have our top donor is my sweet good friend Tyrion Thesaurus, coming through big time. My Knockout City compatriot.
Ow.
Yeah. So
What?
here's what you get.
Fraternizing.
Get your own Yum Yum Hut badge. If you'll notice, it says Yum on one side, reversed probably. So good luck reading it. It says Yum,
It's all good. No, it's
Employee
great.
of the Month, Yum,
Yeah.
or
Okay.
Yuck.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
And I
It's
hate you.
interactive. I didn't know.
You pick how you think I feel about you on a given day. You write whatever you want on here. You write your name, your dog's name. I don't know. Whatever you
You
want.
could flip and settle who goes first in a game of horse.
There you
You
go.
can flip it and reverse it.
This has so many uses.
It's your ribbon.
Yeah.
But I can see that, but that's like quotes at the bottom. Walnut, is there any new business?
Yes, normally, you know that this would be the time where I would take someone's application for Acquisition Incorporated, and then I would tear it up. But that was in the 4 times when
true.
we, when I might feel good about being the arbiter of that.
Mhm.
No longer. This in our sunset season, I'm about bringing people in and welcoming them into the
Really?
Grove proper. And
Nice.
this
Oh.
week, I would like to welcome Witch
Mhm.
into the Grove.
Perfect. Mwah.
And you're gonna get sent a little token that I have
Whoa.
made up. Oh, it's the
Really?
little feathers that Walnut
That's
has.
a delight.
Hold on.
That's a
Crafts?
delight.
Oh, there's a little DIY. Listen, DIY is the calling card of our people. What people wink if you know you know.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now, Rosie Biesinger.
Yeah.
Stars?
Oh yeah, we've
Yeah.
got a real Bryceling situation up in the
Mhm.
sky tonight. It's
listen,
alarming.
I'll give you my guy's number. He can.
Thank you.
He can handle
Thank
this.
you. We got to get that guy hoovered right out of the sky. But in the meantime, I am going to send out a little
Oh,
note
wow.
alongside my extremely limited edition Rosie Biestinger official Penny Arcade pin. Thank you
is so
so much,
cool.
Bryceling.
Dang.
Dang.
Cool.
Dang, they're all good.
Now, Thris, have there been any emanations from the void?
All the time. But
Mhm.
mostly I don't pay attention to, the vast amount of them. I just zero in on the ones that I'm interested in the most. And it's Tyrion Thesaurus or Tyrion Thesaurus or
Yeah.
Tyrion Thesaurus for the words.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it
Is,
could be
is-
Tyrion the Saurus.
Hi,
That's the
Rams.
glyph I see.
Hi,
That's what I
Rams
spy.
Thesaurus.
It might be an acronym. We don't know. We don't know. And once I've drafted one, a glyph will be submitted for their perusal. Much like this one on this paper that my own son always says, "Can I make it with you?" and tea stain it. And I say yes.
Aw.
And then he just messes it up. And he's getting the hang of it. But some of his germs will be on the one you receive.
No, Thris. So when you made this symbol, when did you make the symbol of the
When
it's such
we
a
started.
big deal. It's such a big deal in the campaign. Like, did you make that for Cthulhu when you decided to be a warlock? Is that like the first time it happened?
Yeah, that was when that showed up. And then the idea that that was so I wanted to make a shape, something that was an icon, but then the idea of it being a language that was drawn with 4 fingers at death, it came later. Fit so good.
Shh.
I
Nobody has
mean,
to
and it
know.
was always the case.
Indeed. And when it comes to the
Always plotted.
indeed, when it comes
Forget
to
the
the
thumb.
tipping of the cauldron,
Leave the thumb.
obviously, I too must honor Tyrant he Saurus. Obviously, 100% love and affection, moving, in that direction, 100% of the time. No, Eric, Eric from Acquisitions Intoxicated, I can't talk to you right now. I'm on the stream. Now, so we have a poll that we ran during the game.
Speak for
And
yourself.
Alyssa has a poll, honestly, let's say. And
Whoa.
what people suggested is that they wanted to know more about what I refer to as Cathrisomancy, but is actually the mystical magic system you proposed during the game. And the reason why I wanted to make a special call out for it in the game is because you had suggested that in the PAX game that you had spent a lot of time taking notes about your proposed magic system. And so if there's anything you would like to unburden yourself of, please let us know.
Well, essentially, I'm going to see because I took a picture of the notes I was making, but I called it Causality because paracausality has been taken by Destiny, so we had to find a different Greek prefix.
Yeah,
but
they are soaking up all of the Greek, aren't they?
They wrecked. I can't get a word in with them. They take all the good ideas, but it's essentially. Let me see if this is it. It doesn't matter. I've memorized it, of course. Can you make in the same way that you're installing yourself as a god or a deity, even among friends? You got to start small.
Mm-hmm.
If you know more than them and they're like, oh, wow, I'm impressed, then it's just a tiny bit of power conferred to you. And we can just, if that's the base case, then just build on that. And then you're out of that retirement plane in like 4,000 years tops. You just got to keep working at it. That's it.
Essentially,
to it.
It's the same process by which the ocean creates a beach. You're saying it just takes a little bit?
It's beach magic.
Right. Now,
colloquially.
Kate, do we think that this is an effective system for engaging in mysticism?
I stand by my earlier accusation that this is just an MLM. I don't see any difference between this and
multi-level magic system. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think that I'm going to give a lot more thought about MLMs now that I know that. I'd give them a lot more credence. I think they're for everybody.
I listened to a very elaborate podcast about MLMs.
The dream.
The dream. Fucking dream, people. I even listened to the second season, which wasn't as good, but I still loved it.
It was about like the medicine stuff, right? Like
yes,
I thought that was fascinating. Yeah.
Well, no, for sure. But honestly, like it's just not too dissimilar. It's like once you figure out, like you're listening to The Dream, right? Mm-hmm. And then once you figure out that Gwyneth Paltrow and Alex Jones sell the same powdered supplement with different brand names, it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe this isn't a good place to live or be.
You buy it in bulk off Alibaba. It's the same stuff.
Just AliExpress stuff. Yeah.
It's just dirt. Come on, you got it out back.
Let's trace it back to the source.
I like in your magic idea. So it's a group. You get a group of people, and then one is more impressive than the rest, and then someone just goes, "Wow, you're slightly more impressive than me," and then that slowly evolves into godhood on a long enough timeline. Yeah. So what about a scenario where there's 8 people, and then there's just one dummy who's like, wow, the 7 of you are great. And then that slowly fuels their ascent to godhood along infinity.
That's
it would take a long ass time. Yeah.
You can just call me by my name. I am dummy. I am the dummy that worships all of you.
So then they become gods, and then this dummy who's powerless actually becomes the sole source of power. So
it's true.
In essence, becomes more powerful than all of them, because then they're all competing for this one dummy's attention to get a little stronger than the rest of them.
This is great.
Okay, so
is this ringing any bells?
Speaking of dumb, when I wrote myself a note that I was like, am I going to share this? But I am like really leaning into that. I think being not smart all the time is fun. And I'm owning it. So I thought in my head that when Kithris was explaining this magic system, that, oh, we all have to prank each other and impress each other, and then we will all become gods at the same time. And so I wrote a note that's like, use a blade of grass to make that duck sound to prank Kithris. And I was like,
See,
yeah,
but
we all need a parlor trick. Where's that duck coming from? He's invisible.
It's an incredible
Yeah,
trick,
like-
though.
Yeah, a lot of it
That's a
might have
really
to do with
good
like the
sesh.
amount of certainty. It's like, I know you made the sound. I know you made the sound. It's not a real duck, but I can't explain how.
I summoned
So
it.
isn't that the same as being amazed by it? Like,
Yes.
I can't explain it though. I'm a
I have
believer
a
now.
note
Yeah.
in my table talk notes, and I don't remember what this meant, but it says, and Tris, I have to assume this is for you. Bird, cloaca, uncontrollable? ?
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
I do hate that. And I think it's because we were talking.
I remember.
What was it?
This is really not suitable for a lot of audiences, but a thought exercise that I employ sometimes is, what if humans never evolved bladder or bowel control? How would
Yeah,
society
never.
have changed? How would evolution have been guided by the fact that it's just going to happen?
Here,
Wherever
hold
it
on.
happens.
Well, I think
Shadow
it's because
Council.
I made
Yeah.
some sort of bird can't control when they shit joke as we were going. And then
Right.
you were like, hey, thought experiment. What if humans couldn't? What would pants look like?
This
Well,
has
what
come
happened?
up a couple
wouldn't have 'em.
times. Yeah.
Well, this is twice, I hope. And if it's more than that, let me know. I'll stop. I'll try. I can't.
Third time you get banned.
Yeah, exactly. That's against the TOS.
I wrote something down. We have to talk about and I'm gonna use real human names. Ryan's extremely wonderful performance of like, oh, somebody worship me right now.
It was good.
Oh, I'm dying. But my note was that I made myself laugh over it, and it's not funny, but to remember this was pardon me, have you any dragon god? And I wrote the intonation of the Great Poupon thing. Ryan, that was so funny. Even when I rewatched
It
it,
was great.
I
Even
was
the second time.
crying.
This
Come on.
episode was like,
Come
I
on.
gotta say,
Kate, what do you like about me?
Nothing.
Brian, so many things. This episode was like really pure, just like, let's actually
Yes.
worship Ryan Hartman
Oh,
as well as
it was-
Zinar, because you
Oh,
were just
great.
on fire. Like we were talking about this in the chat, but I was watching because I love our show, I guess. And
Yeah,
you would make
same.
a joke, and then Kate on the screen would die laughing, and Kate in real life is laughing in exact concert at the exact
I
same
said this. I
tempo.
said that. You made a joke and I laughed, and I literally laughed in real life as I laughed on the screen. And I was like, I'm echoing myself. This is weird.
No, this happened to me. It's like when it came back in, it's like there was like some kind of a joke, and then I came back in and it was like in my head I was thinking of a joke, and then I said the joke on the screen because I am that person. And
Yeah.
we both enjoyed, I guess, ourselves. I don't know. I mean, I had so basically the same story as you, but I was looking at myself saying it, and I was happy.
Let me
Laughing
throw
at your
this
own
in here
jokes.
because
Okay.
You do it. You do it now, Chris.
it's pertinent. No, I'm great, and the jokes are very good. No, but like,
Sure.
if you read the lore, which people can unlock
Oh, that's
over
true.
the course of each
No.
episode, so like I did them for this particular one. I need to understand that people can still unlock more, because right now where it stands, I wrote them in a sequence. It looks like Kithris can't stand Dinar. There's a whole like each one. There was more. Where's it going to go if you don't unlock it? I don't know. Where
No,
does that content?
That's true. That's true.
I made it
So,
and it gets deleted.
exactly, and so bits that
Put
are
those
associated.
coins in there.
This week, of course, the lore monger is Kithris, to use the Acquisitions Incorporated term, and so we get information about Kithris, but also about their allies in the party. Next week, new lore monger, right? But that lore is unlocked with the bit donations for specific characters. So that's the mechanism. That's the function. You deserve it. Come get it. Now, I also have questions that people have put in, just like they used to do.
Hashtag
Oh.
question.
I know. Now,
No.
should I not do that?
No, I can't believe that people still have questions. Like,
They
What else
do.
is there to know?
They do.
I-
Now, Shy Guy Fieri 84
Such
Very
a good
good.
says,
username.
did the
Such a
C
good username.
team miss us as much as we missed them?
I mean,
I
Probably.
mean,
Yeah.
It felt big. It certainly felt big when we were back in there recording the shows. To me, it felt like the culmination of a very long process, which it was. But we didn't want to play anymore unless we could be together and do it the way that we had been doing it. And so we appreciate your patience in that regard. But that's how we're gonna get the best. That's how we're gonna get the best C team show. It just, when we get together, something else happens. Like something else happens.
there was.
I think it's because I could smell everybody.
That
Yeah.
long. I always very good to smell everybody. That long pause was like, that sounded like a no. Like, no, that long pause was me being like, how parasocial and weird do I want to be right now?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
like,
How
Maxwell.
genuine do I want to get?
yeah, like actually, the show isn't the show without the Shadow Council. And
No.
so, like, of course, like, did you miss us? Yeah, I love having 1,000 people tell us how great we are. That's awesome. But actually, no, it's much more about the fact that like this symbiotic relationship
Yeah.
couldn't exist without the Shadow
Mhm.
Council there to like be enjoying it and give us feedback and love these characters and give us loremonger shit to write. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It actually that was not, that long pause was not a no. That long pause was like, how creepy can my yes get?
Yeah. Very.
the Shadow Council allows me to so it's like if I'm a fan of a show, right, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm playing Skyward Sword right now, I love Girahim, and I'm like, oh, I love this character so much, I love him. Now if I were to just sit in a room alone and say I love mine own D&D character, which I do, there's an upper limit to when that becomes weird and a problem.
True.
And
True.
by having the Shadow Council around and saying, don't you like these people? They're special to me and have affected me in a very big way. And they're like, yeah, you know what? They aren't all the way trash. I'm like,
It's nice. It's real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
That's why.
I was literally just thinking that too before we hopped onto this table talk. How just everyone being the vibes have been so great. It's like there was like a whole year of pretty much non-creative output. And I am like energized. I'm like, I'm gonna get home tonight and do some writing. I wanted to get working on something. This is great.
Yeah.
Everyone's all so excited. You can't not
Really.
love that energy. Yeah.
No, it's a catalyst for sure. And it's, I haven't felt it, I haven't felt that in a minute. Hey, prize winners throughout the game and table talk. Let's dish them up. Mini spellbook out to Umbral Alderman, a longtime ally, to be sure. Mystery dice set, Mac Haggis, absolutely. See it in the channel all the time. Love to see it. Big Jim Dark Magic bundles go out to Severna 1 and Majesty 2K1. We love
Ooh.
to
Enjoy
see
those
it.
big bundles.
It's a plump 42 chests.
Hey,
You're gonna be
It's
clicking,
too many.
You're gonna be clicking for a minute. Shut up, Chris.
what is the Jim Dark Magic bundle? What's the big Jim Dark Magic
could
bundle?
text
Now
Mike.
I know
Big bundle.
I know there's an in-game thing, but what is it? Like we all know what it is.
I could text Mike and see.
Listen.
It's the joke.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Alyssa says take
Alyssa?
Jim to dinner first
That's
in the
not-
chat.
We're
Whoa,
talking
None
about
of us were
Alyssa.
thinking that.
that's
Oh my
bizarre,
Nobody wanted
Alyssa.
that information.
Australia has warped you. Hey, Bryceling says, who are your top NPCs you'd like to torment or see one last time this season? This is good information for me too.
Oh, the ficus.
The talking.
Damn it! Bam! Gotcha.
Holy hell! Did we do an MVP?
The talking
Oh,
Viking.
No, not yet.
No, you know what? It's not
Not
on the
yet.
ding dong. Should we just do the MVP?
Well,
Yeah.
Talking
now,
ficus.
That's right.
now look whose itinerary's messed up.
Yeah.
Well.
Well,
Talking ficus.
well.
It's got to be the talking ficus.
It's got to be the talking ficus.
Yeah.
That
I
fan
don't think
favorite.
we wouldn't have been the same if we came back and the talking ficus wasn't in our first.
Oh,
comeback episode.
Fikey.
Yeah.
I don't even remember
It's
who gave
you
the
know,
name. Yeah.
Hey,
the glue
what?
that
You're
holds us
rusty.
together. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, does
Christ.
anybody else have something somebody they'd like to see here in the next few episodes? Because I know someone who can make that happen.
Would I like to
NPCs.
see?
So many were there that we could remember easily without
This year.
notes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, it feels like a victory lap a little bit. Like, so, I mean, it's fan service, and I don't know if I go for it because I would love to see like Pragma Cleft. But why would we? But why would we? You know what I mean?
Well, it
Like, is
depends
there a
on-
reason to go back? That
Well,
was a
is it-
moment in time.
It depends on if someone needs high-end busts,
Yes. Yes.
right, of particular
Yes.
realms.
Mhm,
If the answer is
mhm.
yes, I mean, I can hook that up 100%. Atticus of Ithaca says, not a question, but glad to see you guys here again. Same, big same.
Questions only.
Delighted.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah, get the fuck
Glad
out.
to see
Stop
you.
it.
Am I?
Yeah, Yithian historian says, what advice would you give for pulling Acq Inc content into other genres? The fact is, it's the easiest thing on earth. Like, I can't think of an RPG that you couldn't make it work in. Like Cyberpunk, Red, easy. That's the easiest call on earth. Star Trek, obviously, you would in that scenario you wouldn't be able to be a part of the Federation exactly.
Are we just going to rattle off different IPs?
Yeah.
Yes,
Klingons,
correct. Yes.
Star Wars.
Now, Tech War. This is tricky because
I mean, obviously, tech is a very powerful drug, and that means there's an incredible market for it. So, I'm not sure if you're familiar with William Shatner's. Long story short,
What about Jane Austen?
Yeah.
You mean Downton Abbey?
Oh,
How's that
there's
work?
I can see it.
okay. This
Yeah,
is already
oh,
upstairs, downstairs type of thing. We got
yeah. I mean,
There's always a Wuthering Heights thing.
easy.
we're dealt in. It's just getting to that middle class aspect of it. United Shoes 37. If we're not doing Banes and Boons anymore, does that mean no more alts, no more Forest Friends, Gramamancy, Tentacular, Spectacular, or all like 45 alts that Dinar had? That is something that we will adjudicate at the table. You know, for my purpose, I have a way that I would like to make it happen. Certainly, you might have seen the big stack of Omen coins that occasionally are distributed. You will see that connected to the alts, just because the alts are great for story. The main thing, it's like my favorite use of Forest Friends ever was for Onyx, right? And that wasn't even that was an alt used to feed a cat, right? And that's it stood out to me. It stood out to me.
It was perfection.
Right? It's just like pick one. Wanderlust says, what took you so heckin' long to come back? It is because we wanted to see each other.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm like, did you?
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one to tell you this, but
Oh,
I don't know where you were the last year. But I got bad news.
Maybe you just woke
Should
up.
subscribe to more Google alerts.
Yes, exactly.
Not already.
Put a Google alert in for a word. I'll spell it for you. It's COVID, and you're going to be
Corvid. And there were
Corvid.
just tons of crows,
It's
and
a
it was a
cr-
mess.
We could not.
It's a
I
cool
can't get to
bird.
my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D20 Buster. During the cover business arc, prizes were earned for bit donations, but were obviously not sent out to winners because plagues. Will they be sent out eventually to the winners from those weeks? Let's see if I have something in here from.
Gosh, I assume would think so, right?
From Alyssa. I'll wait to get something official from the smartest person here. Mr. Sneakums says, so glad the C team is back. Curious what everyone's favorite moments of the campaign have been so far. Now that is a very broad remit. Is there a character moment that you have especially enjoyed for your characters, which will just be a moment to enjoy each other's company here with the Shadow Council?
Gosh,
that sounds good.
Golly. I mean, I like all the Cthulhu Smiley walnut stuff. I appreciate it.
You did it
I
for
think it's
real.
neat to see that.
You
I
did it for real.
But
I love that stuff. I love that stuff so much. I will say, the I miss it. I mean, it's still prevalent, but like the very beginnings of Walnut and Brahma, where Brahma was very much like just big
Oh
top
yeah.
energy,
The
but
distance.
like also like, you know, very bossy. I don't know. I loved it. It was very good.
Yeah. I'll see what I
Yeah.
can do for you.
Dinar and Rosie at the wedding, the scale cleaning
Yeah.
scene. I know that's my answer every single time, but it's such a cool moment between those two characters. I absolutely loved it.
Honestly, that might be mine too. I just remember because I remember that there was that special room that was like up over the where the ritual combat took place, and there's all these like tools that obviously Rosie doesn't know the purpose of, right? But she's seen like small, like large versions. Like now she knows what toothbrush is actually like based on. It's wild.
I liked also when I had Dinar call out the murder hobo trope and threaten to quit,
I
and
love
Rosie
that.
talked him back. Because that you didn't know I was going to do that. You did that off the dome. That was really good. I really
was
like that
wild.
interaction as well.
I like that that play. I don't know. There was just something like you could have been stubborn Dinar, stubborn Ryan in that moment and been like, no, I'm still gonna go. But like you let Rosie talk Dinar back into that, and I thought that was so generous. And I think that might have been the first time Rosie like talked somebody into something that they didn't want to do. And I think that like I started to have more confidence doing that as that character. So that was like this moment of improv generosity that really paid dividends for me. So thank you.
It's just a better show, basically. Hey, now Alyssa says, hey, it's going to take a little bit longer than we'd like, but the studio really has only actually been open for like a week and a half, really, if you can imagine it. And so we're getting ramped up, we're getting organized, and our plan is to have that stuff out to you within the next month or so. So hold tight. Ooze the Muse on a scale of 1 to pure joy. Where would you rate being back at the table? Obviously, for me, it's very high.
From 1 to 10, I put it at a 69.
Oh, fuck.
Got him. Got him.
You son of a bitch. You're the weed one. I'm the sex one.
God damn it.
Wait, I said the weed number. The sex number's 3. Hang on a minute.
What?
Because when you turn it
I gotta
sideways, it
think
looks like a
about that.
butt.
No, the sex number's 666. Sex, right?
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some ways.
80,000
The
and
Shrek.
80085.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Bobs.
Here, now, hang on a second. I got something here from RF Switchert. Hang on a second.
Swishard.
Swishard.
Jerry's typing, hacking in the mainframe.
Oh my
That
god.
That was a good
Planet.
question.
Oh, here. Now, Alyssa,
gotta-
do we
you
do
gonna
we
print
not
it out?
currently have the campaign coins up on the store?
Oh.
Oh no.
We do, says Alyssa.
Says we do, yeah.
Oh
Says
well,
we
They have to
do.
exist.
well here, drop a link in the channel. The only reason I ask is because I just did a quick search, I couldn't find them. A search was like, hey, when are you putting bags of Acq Inc coins in the store? You can't just show off stuff like that and expect us to run it. No, that's why Ryan showed it off to you. It was Ryan's idea, not me.
It was my idea to withhold them.
He's crass. Umbral Alderman, how many more episodes are planned for this season? I can't tell you that yet.
Nice try.
Yeah, nice try, motherfucker. Fair and cruel. To one and all, what's something you'd like to have your character to have a chance to explore this coming season? Ho, ho, ho.
Gosh, I don't know. I feel like we have to put our requests in with you.
Yeah, exactly. Just pass me that note. And look, it might be something tender that would be, better revealed to the Shadow Council in the form of a game. Bigger surprise, bigger payload. Certainly that is a reasonable answer, I think. We're just getting back into it, to be sure. Something in that vein, perhaps.
Yeah, we'll get there.
You tell me.
Yeah, this person basically asked for how it's going to end, and I don't know if that's something that makes sense from a a story standpoint to just blow through.
And I had put questions of this nature out before, before the plague times, and I'm going to put those questions out again because I think it's entirely possible that a year and a half later, the answer might not even be the same.
Mhm.
Hey, so I think that has the culmination of number 4, standard game discussion. Let's move on now to item 5, Jerry thank partners. Well, nothing would bring me more pleasure. Did that tickle you, Kate? Nothing would bring me more pleasure than to thank longtime allies of the channel and of the game, Level Up Dice, Idle Champions, and Elderwood Academy, for coming back and hanging out with us here at the end. Thank you so much to them. Thank you so much, obviously, to the revered Shadow Council. May our labors please you. We will see you again next Wednesday, same time. Be there.
Bye.
Bye.